Okay, got French bread going in the oven, and now I'm going to show you how to make sourdough bread. The difference in sourdough and most other breads is simply the type of yeast. In this case, you have to make a starter first and capture your own yeast from the wild. And that's what's going to make your bread leaven or rise. With French bread or white bread or sandwich bread, we go to the store and we get the commercial stuff, and that's fine. But there is a truly unique and fabulous flavor to sourdough bread. Cooking on Papillote is a fabulous trick in the kitchen to make sure that you have tender, succulent, and juicy meat with almost no effort at all. In this case, I'm going to show you how to do a lemon rosemary chicken on Papillote, and that just means cooked in parchment. You're going to wrap up a chicken breast with some flavorful ingredients, cover it up, walk away, and when you come back, it's like opening a gift. You're going to like this one. So all you need is a piece of parchment paper. Now you can do this with aluminum foil as well. I just happen to really like the way it looks when it's done in parchment paper and tied up with a little butcher's twine. It really is like somebody brought you a present for supper. It's nice. And what I'm doing here is a little bit of olive oil, and that's it. You need just enough to give yourself a little spot to lay the chicken breast. So I have a nice fat one right here. And you're going to season it on both sides. That's just a little kosher salt. You know what? We don't need that, so we'll get rid of it. Pop. We're going to put our garlic in here for a minute, but I need my knife right now. There we go. You don't want that. This is such a low-fat way of cooking. You might as well go ahead and trim up your chicken as much as possible. You're not going to miss it. And it doesn't serve a purpose, so get rid of it. So all this is a little bit of minced garlic. Did I get it? Yeah, got it. And then we're going to cover him. Cracked pepper. Now, the wonderful thing about this is chicken or fish or vegetables, anything that likes to be gently roasted in lots of juice, all of that works well with this cooking method. Instead of using lemon like we're going to do, you can use a little white wine. You could use just a touch of chicken broth. You could do, fish would be great with just about anything. I've got rosemary, but you could use thyme or sage. Or I haven't done it with pork chops, but I think I'm going to have to now, because I think done with some Granny Smith apples would be amazing. All right, so next step, take half of a lemon, right over the top. See? That's it. So we've got a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, a little lemon juice, and then this is when it starts to get just cool. Just a cool trick. Ta-da! Ta-da! You're done. That's all you have to do. So layer the slices from the other half of your lemon on top of the chicken breast and top it with some rosemary. Look at that little short, fat, weird piece of rosemary. Okay. Next. And if you're using aluminum foil, just gather it up and pinch it off. It works really, really well. So take him up around there. Put a piece of kitchen twine or butcher string, it's called. And this shape traditionally is called a beggar's purse. You can make pastries that have this shape. Except instead of opening up a piece of parchment and getting some chicken, open up a little pastry and we have chocolate, apricots, or raspberries, cream cheese. La la, isn't that pretty? Good. That's it. We're done. We're finished cooking. I've got a 350-degree oven. That chicken breast was nice and fat, so I'm going to put that in there for 45 minutes. If you use more of a cutlet and you've pounded it out and it's thinner, go for less time, say 35 minutes. Or if you've got a very, very thin piece of meat, go for 20 or 25. But he's going in for 45 minutes, and I'm literally going to stick it in the oven and forget about it. I'm going to go do something else. I'll be back. Our chicken and Papillote had 45 minutes in the oven, and when the timer went off, I just pulled it out and I gave it 5 minutes of resting time on the counter. Now, even though this is a moist method of cooking, Anytime you have a protein, you want to give it some rest time when you finish cooking. That lets the juices redistribute in the inside of the meat. Now, I love this. I think this is so pretty. And if you put that on the table, you've got to admit, that's pretty impressive. But you saw how much I did, which was next to nothing. Now, I tied this one in a bow. So just untie it. If you want to, when you put it together, you can tie a knot in it, then you just snip it with scissors, but you don't have to. Get rid of him. Cool. Come here, look at this. You see that? Oh, my rosemary fell off. Put him back on top. That is out of this world. And it made its own sauce right here. So if you want to serve this with a very simple rice pilaf, or maybe a little potatoes Anna, that would be dynamite. But the best way to do it, I'm going to grab a knife. I want you to see the interior of this. My favorite way of doing this, leave him on top of this parchment, and then come here and look at this. Can you see how juicy and succulent the inside of the chicken is? See right there? And because you've cooked it with both the juice and the rind, or the exterior, this is the zest of the lemon. The lemon flavor is intense and bright and beautiful. And my favorite part of this is you get all this incredible flavor. And it's low fat and low calories, which, as much as I cook with bacon grease, I need to do that on occasion. Oh yeah, very much a winner. Try that one.